How you doing, Rafael? Once again, how to learn to love yourself. This is a big one. I think that a lot of times people don't love themselves. I think it's something that is like prevalent in society where people don't really love themselves. Sometimes people don't even like themselves. But so how do you learn to love yourself? You know, and when I say yourself, who are you? You know, because that's the thing. A lot of times people they don't know how to love themselves because they have a wrong idea of their identity. You know, so when I say how to love yourself, maybe you're manifesting bad things and bad actions and mistakes from the past. And you say, how can I love that person who did this mistake? Or how can I love this person who hurt other people? And maybe you're changing, you're growing, and you have this unforgiveness or this dislike to yourself because of the things that you've done. And so you say, how can I love that person? So how to love yourself? I would say that the first step to loving yourself, the first step would be to find out, I realize that you are lovely, that you're awesome, that you came from God, that you're one with God, that just because you manifested negative things in your life or you had made mistakes in the past, that's not necessarily who you are. You have to separate what you've done from who you are, because so many times we relate what we do to who we are. And a lot of times the mistakes that we do, the things that we do, they come from wrong thinking, So we can have have some sort of like confusion in our identity where we believe the wrong things, think the wrong things, and then we manifest the wrong things. But that doesn't mean that's who we are. So I just want to tell you who you are, real quick. You are a son of God. You're a daughter of God. You're lovely. There's nothing wrong with you. Maybe you're believing lies in areas. But that doesn't mean that you have to change. It means that you have to grow in who you really are. You have to, tap into who you really are. You are love. You are peace. You are joy. You are lovely. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing missing in you. All that it is that you're not aware of who you are. Become aware of who you are. The more that you connect with God, the more that you connect with God from the inside you. I'm not saying that you have to go to church and go here, go there, go to all these different places, look for God in another person. No. Inside you is God. Love is inside you. The more you connect with love, with peace, with joy, with compassion, the more you connect with those things, the more that you connect to who you really, really, really are. And the more that you understand and you connect with who you really are, then when a thought comes, a negative thought comes to your head and says, this is who you are, and it's contrary to who you know you are. A thought of selfishness comes to your head, for example. You know that you're loved, and you know that love is not selfish, basically, it's the opposite. Selfishness is the opposite of love. So knowing that you're loved, you are loved, you begin to manifest love. And with that same love, you begin to love other people. You begin to love yourself. But it's so important for you to love yourself. There's a lot of sicknesses that come, that manifest because people don't love themselves. People don't like themselves. There's a lot of sicknesses where people, their immune system begin to attack them, attack the body instead of protect the body, and things happen because people are sending the wrong messages, And it's because we have been taught in society there's something wrong with us. Whether it be religion, whether it be other things, where they say, man is a sinner, man grew up, was born in sin, there's something, the original sin, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing wrong with you, If you believe there's something wrong with you, you're going to manifest things that are wrong, And they're going to manifest in your body, they might manifest in your actions to other people. But if you begin to believe and understand that there's nothing wrong with you, when you were born out of God, you were born perfect. It's just the lies and the ideas that we have been believing, and we begin to project and accept, and these lies that have become like global and universalized, that everybody believes, but nobody really challenges, nobody really comes against. That's why I'm writing my book about the lie, and I'm talking about different lies that people believe in, and the general ones that the whole world believes. And nobody really questions, nobody really comes against. Because sometimes the truth cannot manifest till we begin to ignore and reject the lies that we're believing. So you're lovely, you're awesome, you're worthy of love. If you did something in the past, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Accept yourself. And this is what I mean by accepting yourself. Accept who you are. You are lovely. Maybe you say, I don't see myself lovely. I don't see myself, perfect. I don't see myself beautiful. I don't see myself being one with God. I don't see myself. Well, begin to believe that about yourself. Whatever mistake you've done, separate that from who you are. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, for whatever you've done, whatever you were acting in ignorance, you were confused, you were deceived by a lie. So that's why you acted that way, but you didn't really want to do that. You didn't really want to do that. I'm telling you, a lot of times people, they do things that they didn't want to do, but they did it, and they were negative things, and then they spend the rest of their lives punishing themselves for something they did that they didn't want to do. And the fact that they're punishing themselves, that actually is evidence that they didn't want to do that. Because if you do something bad and you have no remorse, then you just go on with your life. But when you have remorse, sometimes that remorse, we take it and we begin to punish ourselves. We begin to, it manifests in the body as sickness, that guilt, that shame, that condemnation. You don't have to. You don't have to do that. You've been forgiven. Forgive yourself. There's nothing to forgive except forgive yourself. God has nothing against you. God's not like, God knows who you are. He's not fooled by the mistakes that we do. He's not fooled. And we can do a mistake and we can see it as a mistake, or we can look at it as something that we did, something negative, something in the past, and be a learning experience where we don't do that again. Where we feel compassion for people that made the same mistakes that we done in the past. So when we interact with people, we're not so harsh, we're not so judgmental like a lot of people are in religion, but we release grace. We're graceful. We comprehend, we understand, we're understanding, we're compassionate. So, how to love yourself? The first thing, accept yourself. Your real self. You're one with God. You're lovely. You're amazing. You might not feel it, but the more that you begin to think it, the more that you begin to actually allow that truth to just cover your whole life, the more that you're going to feel it emotionally, the more that you're going to see it in your body, the more that you're going to see it in your relationship, the more you're going to see it. So I would say homework, little things you could do to start loving yourself. Begin to do the things you like. If you like something, go ahead and do it. Treat yourself to good things. Love on yourself. You like to go, travel, go travel. Save some money, travel. Do the things that you want to do. Like, you don't always have to be thinking about everybody else. Understand that when you begin to love yourself, that's when you can really, really love people. And so, sometimes there's a lot of people that it's easier for them to love others than to love themselves, but actually the quality of love that we give others when we don't love ourselves is not the quality of love that we could really, really give them when we love ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes what we do things for people to love us because we don't love ourselves. But when you love yourself, you will no longer do things just so people to love you back. You do things out of love. And when you do things out of love, they're tasty, they're amazing, they're beautiful. So I will say to you, do things, take little steps throughout your day. And do little things, pamper yourself, love yourself, speak to yourself, get in the mirror, look yourself in the eye, choose, just look at yourself in the eye, and begin to love your body, begin to love your mind, begin to love your emotions, begin to love your hair, your appearance. If you don't like it, let's say if you don't like the way you look, you want to lose weight, you can do that, but you do it from a place of loving yourself. You don't lose weight to love yourself, because you love yourself, you lose weight. You get it? Maybe you don't like the relationship you're in, and maybe it's abusive, and you begin to, and you're always getting into the same abusive relationship, it's because there's something inside you, a lie that you believe that you're not worthy of something better. You are worthy of something better. So begin to change the way you think about yourself, the perspective, and, be like, God, Dad, Father, show me how beautiful I am. Show me how amazing I am. Show me how tremendously powerful and lovely and perfect I am. And let God love on you. Let His love mess you up. Forget about trying to save the world for now. Just, let that love mess you up. And then without saying love, you'll be able to love yourself and love others for real. God bless you. I want you, if you listen in this, if you had, if you were in the past, maybe you didn't love yourself, but now you love yourself and you did things to love yourself, and you had, I don't know, maybe you had like a way that you did it. There is no formula in really how to do this thing. There's no formula. What works for one person might not work for other people. But I want to hear what you have to say, how you did it, your process. I want to hear your story. So if you can do a 2-minute response to this video, or just type down in the comments how you begin to love yourself, because I want us to help one another, and to grow together, in this journey that we all have. We're family, all of us humans, we're family. And I just think that this world will be a lot better when we love ourselves and we love one another. So God bless you. Share this video. Connect with me. All the social media stuff, the links are down here. So connect with me. God bless you. I love you. And mwah. Woo! See you later. Love yourself. Woohoo! Bye-bye. God bless.